Hi everybody, Chief Andrew Smith here, Green Bay Police Department. This is your update from Friday, May 1st. Hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful day here in Green Bay. It's supposed to be 70 degrees out today, so I know people are anxious to get outside. Just be sure to maintain that safe social distance and enjoy the taking a run or doing whatever you like to do outdoors. It's a beautiful day for it. Your numbers. 6,854 people have tested positive for the coronavirus here in Wisconsin. In Brown County, the number is 1,057, and we had a total now of 4 fatalities. We had another fatality recently, so that brings our total up to 4. That 1,057 number for Brown County is humongous. It is a tenfold increase over what we had just a few weeks ago. And that's a big concern for everybody. That tells me, and I think most people, that we're not out of the woods yet. We still have a lot of work to do before we can get out of this coronavirus problem that we have. A lot of that is because we did a whole bunch of testing of a whole bunch of people at some industrial places here in Green Bay, some of our meatpacking plants. There's also community spread. Right now, today, Friday, and over the weekend, we're going to be testing family members of those people that are in these industrial meatpacking facilities. And we're going to test them, and we'll probably see another increase because, as you know, family members in close living quarters are susceptible to getting the coronavirus passed between each other. So we'll keep you updated on those numbers. We'll hope our fatality stays small, and if we can keep it at 4, that would be great. But meanwhile, inside the department, our staffing numbers are terrific. We still have one officer out who had some exposure. He does not have symptoms. We expect him to be back in the next couple of days. In fact, by Monday, he should be back at work, which is going to be great. We got a lot of concerns over the past week because we said we're going to be able to cite people and give people municipal citations rather than refer them to the district attorney's office for filing for violations of the governor's order. We did have, prior to the last week, we had to refer some people to the district attorney's office on a handful of occasions because people just weren't listening and didn't do what they're supposed to. That'll be up to the district attorney what actions gets taken on those. I want to update you on the number of citations that we've written in the past week for violations of the governor's order. The answer is 0. We have written 0 citations in the past week for that. So good news is our officers don't have to write a lot of tickets. The better news is that people seem to be complying with what's going out there. It's just common sense when we have such a big spike in Brown County as we're seeing. If you have any friends that are Spanish speakers, all the stuff you see on our Facebook site here is also translated into our Spanish Facebook site by Natalia Sidon, who's our Spanish interpreter and our Spanish liaison. She's fantastic. There's a ton of really good information on there. In fact, I think she even is going to be going through the testing process herself just to demonstrate what they do when they go through the testing process. So keep an eye peeled for that on the Spanish Facebook site. The only other news I have from our Facebook site is we're doing a little swap of vehicles. We got a brand new command vehicle. It's a Chevy Tahoe. Our watch commanders are going to use that. And the car that I've been driving for the past 3 years, which is a 2007 Jeep Commander, 170,191 miles, time to retire. And so that car is being taken by the shop. We're going to decommission it. They say it's just not worth fixing up anymore. You know, at, what is that, 13 years old, 14 years old now, it's a wreck. But I'll be driving one of the Ford Explorers that the department has. It's got about 60,000 miles. It'll be just like a brand new car to me. So check that out on our Facebook site. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be beautiful outside here in Green Bay. And remember, we got this, Green Bay.